Mayor, happy, a little chilly Wednesday.
Yeah, it's just a sign of things to come.
That, but the trees are starting to look just gorgeous, and you just got to grab it with both hands.
Yeah, I think earlier we've finally had a frost,
Yeah, yeah.
and that will have those leaves turning really fast now. So they'll. I was getting wondering if we was going to have a frost before they just turned brown and fell off, but we have. So yeah, they'll be really pretty here in just a little bit.
Oh man, this is gonna be a great weekend. All right, well, what's our update for this week, Mayor?
Well, of course, we had the Rural Summit and in Nashville, and I'll talk a little bit about that here in just a minute. But stone doors, everybody has been, you know, that project should have already been started. I did get an update from TDEC. Also met with the governor
Nice.
about the project because this was the first initial funding was like the second year of his first term.
Oh man.
So I had a conversation with him, and I don't think he realized that it wasn't under construction. And so he you can imagine his surprise that do what that it's not under construction, and so I look for it to get busy over this early spring, which to their credit, there was a couple of hangups there. One of them was 100 acres that was smack dab right in the middle of all that, and it was in private hands. And the person did not want to sell; they wanted to land trade because it was like a capital holdings for a family member, and they were wanting to leave it to a sibling, and not a sibling, but a daughter, and that just created this whole land search, and then you didn't want to design the part cutting out 100 acres right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I knew all that was going on, and everything, but we finally got it. It's time to move.
Yeah.
It's time to get that under construction. And I did post a updated timeline. I believe we're going to be able to move that up so that that project gets moving fast.
Mm.
Go ahead and talk a little bit about Miracle. I know we talk a lot about the Miracle on the Mountain project, but it truly is a Miracle on the Mountain project. It's a very special park that is going to be built here in Grundy County, Tennessee, and it's going to be a one of a kind. And what makes this just so, to understand that there's divine intervention in this is, it's 100% paid for.
Mm.
By my calculations, it costs the Grundy County taxpayers nothing, and so that's just exciting to see God at work in something like that, and it happening here in our county. But nonetheless, there is a 4 day of concrete pours. The first one is underway right now. I've got some things I got to do. I want to go out there and make sure of a few things, but excuse me. But the first pour is going on. We have 4 days of pours, with the last one being on Saturday. Talk a little bit about, real briefly, about Nashville and the Rural Summit. The Rural Summit is an invitation-only event that the governor has. The very first one that he had was his second year in office, and it's where the distressed, at-risk counties sat down with the governor and his cabinet in more like a retreat fashion.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was in Perry County, in a distressed county at their park there, and there was no air conditioning,
Mm.
and it was blistering hot. Uh, but it was a really, really, really good, productive meeting. I was very excited about it, and that one-on-one with those commissioners and the governor. And so good things came out of that, and it's evolved a little bit. They've now they invite some at-risk counties. So instead of 8, there's probably 28 now. But it's still a very productive meeting. And this year it was at the governor's house. There is, I call it the bunker.
Hmm.
The official name of it is Convocation Hall, and it is underground at the governor's residence. And we met there, and so we have some one-on-one with the commissioners. But this year they decided to have breakout sessions, and so the one that I went to was healthcare in Tennessee, and Stacy, the mayor of Tracy, said I caused a riot because we was talking about healthcare and the burden that is put on rural Tennessee. And the ambulance services, if you don't understand how all that works, EMS services depend on the rates that they get to cover for their employees or equipment and everything. And you have a community that has a lot of private pay. What I mean by private pay is not insured, and some of those are teen care, and those rates are ridiculously low. And so then there's a subsidy that comes in through local municipalities to have EMS service for your community. And it is, but the state of Tennessee has got to do better either at making the fair playing field for all these healthcare programs. One of them, I told them, said instead of worrying about taking taxes off of food, earmark out for rural health care, and things like that. We've got to do better because it's not fair for the citizens of the rural Tennessee to be flipping the bill for other things. And they know it. But there's other things that Grundy County needs. We don't have a hospital. So urgent care is vitally important. That's something that we are actively working toward right now. So we're talking with people. We're talking with providers. We're looking for locations. And we've got a really, really good plan developed for that. So as you can tell, it's busy. It's always busy. Love being able to represent the good people of Grundy County. And we will continue to do so with vigor.
Amen to that, sir. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day. Appreciate you and all you do for us. It certainly does matter, and it shows. So thank you.
Well, thank y'all. I hope everybody has a great rest of their week, and we'll go forth and do good.
Amen, sir. All right. Have a wonderful day.